In the early hours of Sunday, July 21st, a violent and chaotic incident unfolded in Phetchaburi Province, Thailand, that left a young woman fighting for her life. This alarming event began at the home of Ms. Wasana, a 21-year-old woman who found herself entangled in a brutal altercation involving her current husband, Mr. Dream, and her two ex-husbands, Mr. Nguyen, 29, and Mr. Datsakorn, 31. The series of events that transpired are both tragic and shocking, highlighting a severe case of domestic violence that escalated beyond control. According to reports from Thai news outlet Top News, the altercation started when Mr. Nguyen and Mr. Datsakorn, who were drinking alcohol at Ms. Wasana's house, decided to confront Mr. Dream. At the time, Mr. Dream was asleep in his room, unaware of the impending danger. Fueled by alcohol and possibly old grudges, the two ex-husbands armed themselves with a knife and approached Mr. Dream with the intent to harm him. As the confrontation erupted, Ms. Wasana intervened in an attempt to protect her current husband from the violent attack. Amid the chaos, she was tragically stabbed in the chest. The power went out in the house, adding to the confusion and terror of the situation. Ms. Wasana's sister, Ms. Sarafan, recounted that they could only hear Ms. Wasana's screams in the dark. When Ms. Sarafan managed to shine a light, she discovered her sister on the floor, bleeding profusely from a chest wound. The scene was one of horror, with blood gushing out of Ms. Wasana's injury, a sight that would be etched in her memory forever. In the ensuing mayhem, the attackers did not stop at Ms. Wasana. They also slashed Ms. Sarafan on her left arm, causing a severe injury, and inflicted a cut on Mr. Dream's left ear. Despite his injury, Mr. Dream acted swiftly and bravely. Before the authorities could arrive, he managed to drive all three victims to Chiam Hospital, demonstrating remarkable presence of mind and courage under extreme pressure. At the hospital, the medical team quickly attended to the victims. Ms. Wasana, who was initially in a critical condition, received prompt and intensive medical care. Thanks to the efforts of the medical professionals, she was stabilized and is now believed to be out of danger. This outcome provided a glimmer of hope in an otherwise grim situation. Meanwhile, the police were alerted to the incident and began their investigation. Mr. Nguyen and Mr. Datsakorn, the alleged attackers, fled the scene on a motorcycle before the police arrived. Authorities have since identified the two suspects and are actively tracking them down to bring them to justice. This case has raised significant concerns about domestic violence and the extent to which it can escalate, prompting discussions about safety and legal measures. We encourage our viewers to share their thoughts on this tragic incident. How do you think such situations can be prevented in the future? What steps should authorities take to ensure the safety of individuals in similar scenarios? Please share your views in the comments section below. If you found this news coverage informative, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, 2230, for more detailed news updates. Your support helps us bring you the latest and most important news from around the world.